Okay, now I think we're good. Ba-da-ba-da-ba, 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 ba-da-ba-da-ba. Let's see that. Okay, are we good? Check. Well, how are we looking? Okay, yeah, and we're good. Okay, hey there everyone, Pip578 here, and we're back today with some more GregTech. Or, I don't know how long I'm actually gonna end up playing for, but we'll see. And ow. So, today I just want to focus on knowledge, right? Oh, well, first things first, we're gonna reset up the miner somewhere else. Definitely worthwhile to do that. Then we're gonna be cleaning out my inventory, and after that, we are going to work on figuring out how to properly do automation with GregTech, because that is definitely what needs to happen moving forward. So actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and clean out inventory, and we'll go from there. So let's see, what all does not need to be in here? That does not, that does not, that does not. Those can stay. No, 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 no. All right. So let's see. Spider Eye, Flash. I guess the random blocks can go into there. Dirt actually has its own place. Gunpowder. Fair enough. Charcoal, dirt, netherrack. Okay, there's all of those. All right, here we go. I'll pick up what pipes I need again after the fact. Okay, those can go into there. That can go into there. That can go into there. Again, just going to pick up everything afterward. Keep the barrel, keep the tools, keep the food, keep the jetpack. Okay, then we need to remove you, and we'll keep the torches. Yeah, this is getting a little bit full. I'll remove the bucket for now. To there, bucket to there. Oh, these to there, and then seeds to over here. Okay, hey, love to see it. Put a few other carrots in there just to be safe. Oop, and then a dust. Dust to there. Okay, so don't need the soft mallet right now. And I don't really need the hammer at the moment either, or the wire cutters. Screwdriver, I'll keep that, keep the wrench, and of course we keep out the drill. Definitely running low on durability though. Gonna need to fix that sooner rather than later. Okay, so what do we want to do? All right. See, item filters. Don't think I need ore dictionary right now. Take a conveyor module. Hoppers might be helpful here. I'm not entirely. Look, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to need, so I'm not entirely sure what to get. Cobalt pipe, of course. I really, actually, we'll be using the tin pipes here, I think. Just there's more of them. Okay. I'll grab a couple of chests, I suppose. Don't think I have any. Oh wait, yes I do. So we'll do that. And then I'm just going to use the electrolyzer as sort of a stand-in machine here. And we'll use the chemical reactor as well, right? Now let's go to over here, I suppose. This can be our little testing area. Yeah, like right here. Get torches out. Sorry, that's gonna bug me. Okay, so let's see. what we're gonna want to do is get the chests. Hey, what am I doing? Okay, now let's try this again, shall we? Can't go that way. Noted. Okay, so we're gonna want, let's say, a chest. Uh, Definitely gonna want to pull. And let's just assume for a second that we're gonna have something like this, right? So it looks something like this. Maybe I could put item filters on the back, except then if I need something that goes to multiple places, that kind of breaks. Hmm. Let's see, maybe a robotic arm could work? Question mark? Uh, yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna need it. Well, yes, we're going to need one of these regardless. That's not much of a question at this point. So, no, let's just focus on motor automation for now, right? This all of these are unique. The biggest issue is going to be this magnetic steel, or sorry, magnetic iron rod, right? How do we only magnetize one of them? And I'm not sure. So let's see. As it currently stands, we could do something like this, right? Can you not shift click? Thought you could. Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, so and then obviously we don't actually have a filter, but if we put one in, damage, ignoring VT, wireless, distribution mode, first insert. Splits items equally into all inventories. Rise, oh wait, right. It's gonna be import. Hmm, okay. First inventory it finds. All right, so let's try first insert. Let's call this a blacklist for now. And let's just throw these in. Okay, fair enough. Maybe they need to actually be able to go in. Let's see. I don't think that's the issue here, but we grab a stack of stone dust, right? Let's see. We just throw a stack of stone dust in here. Nothing. Import. All right, what happens if we swap it over to export? Nothing. Hmm. All right. So the chest just does not work. We could always try a crate. I'm thinking that's what we need to do here. So let's grab a crate and try again. Let's see, it would be in here. Nothing. Do we not have a crate? That feels a little odd, actually. I thought we did. Huh. Great time then. So we need 4 steel long rods, 4 steel plates. Easy enough. Grab 4 rods, 4 plates. Alright. To the lathe. And then 4 plates. So the screws can go to there. And let's go ahead and get you working. Take you. Take you. Throw you in there. And this will be the steel crate. Hopefully this thing works with the cup. It should, but you know, hopefully. Excuse me. There, there, there. Thank you kindly. Steel crate. Yay. Wasn't there a quest for this as well that I just kind of skipped over? Yep. Hi. Bye. Okay, so let's see. Throw you down, you in there. Let's see. Item filter, blacklist. Should be import, right? Yeah. No. Where's my crowbar? Let's do that. Let's reconnect you. And then let's do this. Call this a black list. Exporting. No. Oh, wait. Duh. Well, unfiltered. Filtered. What am I missing here? Right, smelt in item pipe. Here, you know what? Let's remove this. Let's say we're just trying to get to this chemical reactor. Hmm. What am I missing? Maybe we could do something here instead. Let's see. We could import. No? Still nothing? Still nothing. What am I missing? Okay, so clearly this is just not going to work. I think that's pretty obvious here. So what happens if I just put on an item filter? That's what I was afraid of. Hmm. Really, I'm mostly worried about simply trying to magnetize here, right? That's the big concern. We can figure out how to only get one item out of something. We might could do something. Um, Let's see. Right, we can use filters or barrels or whatever in order to separate out the different components. But how do we separate a component stack so that we're only getting one? That I'm not sure about. Hmm, okay. So, uh, all right. What if we do something like this, right? There we go. Okay, that felt weird, but there we go. Okay, so now we can export. Just hands down, we can now export. So let's see how it works, shall we? If they're in the stone dust, it should theoretically all go to the basic chemical reactor, I think, because we're on first insert. Yes. Okay. Now, what if we go to round robin? It should split it evenly, I'm assuming. 32, 32? No. Okay, so that didn't do anything. Round robin with priority? Try this, I guess. Nope. Alright, so that didn't do anything. Let's see. I guess the other thing to test here is going to be if we put a an item filter there, right? Oop, then yeah, then we just whitelist, let's say something else. Then by all accounts, the stone dust should go into this one, right? Or it just does nothing. Eh. Oh, okay, so it just would not go into the electrolyzer to begin with, which then completely ruins basically all my testing besides this. Great, perfect. All right, let's restart the test. Okay, now this should just be normal first insert distribution. Now let's try round robin. Huh. All right, so it did do round robin, but it didn't do it evenly, interestingly enough. All right. Hmm. Let's try this one more time. Is this always getting the short end of the stick? Nope. This time it's even. Okay. That's a little odd. Splits items evenly to all inventories, tries to split items, and tries to split items equally. So now, if we do it, hmm. Okay, it is now even. All right. So that does allow us to at least split the items, so that's something. That would be helpful if we're trying to do like multiple chains of items, I guess. But that doesn't help us necessarily get one item. Uh, let's see. So we could, yeah, so limits items to specific quantities as cover. I think this is it. All right, let's make a robotic arm. I think that's the best thing we can do right here. I don't think we're going to get the automation we need without it. Without doing some, redstone-y things, which we're trying to not do. That means we're going to need... Okay. All right, so we're going to need, obviously, a chip. So that's going to be 2, 3, 6 steel for that. So 7 steel in total. Okay. So we're going to need 7 steel. We're going to need then 3 of these. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 iron. Easy enough. Let's see. Then we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copper. See, that's going to be 7 copper. I'm not sure we have these. Well, we have the resistors at least. All right. So what? So I said that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copper. This makes 9. Okay, so we're gonna need 9 copper. We're also gonna need a red alloy. And then we're gonna need, what is that? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. And then an extra piece of steel. Okay, so 510, extra piece of steel, and now we just need to go get the 9 copper. All right, not too bad, all things considered. So hopefully this works. All right, first things first, let's go ahead and I guess get you turned into bolts. Gonna be going on through the lathe. Let's also go ahead. We're going to need 1, 2, no, all the 10 just becomes wires here. All right, then we needed, wait, yeah, we needed, I think, no, we didn't need any of that. We did need one of these bent, though. Then, let me think. So we needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, 8. Those all need to be turned into wires. Those need to be turned into wires. Let's see. We needed small gear mold for at least one of those. Uh, then in the lathe, we needed all 5 of these. Ah, hi, Fume Knight. So I think we can lathe all of these, right? Yeah. And these, at least 3 of them, will be polarized. Okay, so there's the 10 wires. Let's go ahead and do the red alloy, I guess. And then there's the copper. There's the small steel gear, and then I think we just need to lathe the rest of the steel. Yeah, I think. Okay. Oh, right. And then all of these need rubber. Speaking of rubber, we're gonna be out again, so let's get some more of that going. Let's see. Glue stores really don't need to be restocked, but might as well. All right, lathe is done. I feel like I messed up somewhere. Oh, right, right. Let's just go ahead and cut all of those into bolts. Actually, let's just do the one, just to be on the safe side. There's all of the copper wires. There's the majority of the tin cables anyway. Oh, right. I also needed the glass tube. Completely forgot about that. Going to need you, and we're going to need, where is it? Ball mold. Okay. So we can go alloy smelter, there, and there. Kind of what I expected. Glass tube. Let's see. Ah, needs to be glass dust. Can we pulverize? I don't think so. Yeah, so we're just gonna need to melt it down. All right. Should have expected that. At least it's quick. All right. There's the glass tube. There's the last of the tin cables. Let's see, is there anything left? We need that. We need those. Oh, right. And we also need, yeah, forgot to grab those. Oh, we are going to need, let's see, we're going to need one of the wooden planks. And I think that's it, right? Because we already have glue on us. Okay. The assembling machine. Thank you. Do this, this, and this. All right, and there's the glass tube. So it should just be. Oh, right, red alloy. Completely forgot. Yeah, this is much better, actually. Oh, but then that means I need annealed copper wire. Glass tube, steel bolt, annealed copper wire, and a little bit of redstone alloy. Okay, so we can do the redstone alloy pretty easily. Let's go ahead and figure out how much of this we need. If it's 18% and we're getting 144 out of one ingot. Oh, wait, 144, 18. So we have 8 sets. Okay, so in order to get 8 sets of this, we're going to need 8 steel bolts. Easy enough. 8 glass tubes. Fine. Then 16 annealed copper wire. Okay, so we're going to need another bit of you. Oh wait, I already have 6 glass tubes, so that actually helps a good bit. So we're just gonna need 2 more, and then we're gonna need some annealed copper. Easy enough. So we're gonna do those. That would give us what? Oh wait, no, that only gives us 4. So that's 8. Then that should be all of them, I think. Okay, probably should have done the glass first. Oops. Hey, that's done. So now we can throw rubber back in there. We can grab redstone alloy, which probably needs to go into the assembling machine, doesn't it? It's fine. Oh wait, I already have a bit of glass. Hey, I should have really planned this out a little bit better. Okay, redstone alloy can go there temporarily. Now we can grab the glass and we can throw it into the fluid solidifier in order to grab the last two glass tubes that we're going to need. Then we can move the rubber out of the assembling machine so that we have room for the redstone alloy over here. So then we have redstone alloy to assembling machine, glass tubes. Oh, we need one more set of steel bolts. And, oh, all the copper should be finished. So let's get that turned into wires. Okay, 8 glass tubes, 8 steel bolts, and 16 annealed copper wire. Oh well, those are being made really fast actually. Yeah, can't keep up. Woo! Barely made that. All right, 32 new vacuum tubes. Love to see it. And that is why we batch craft. You know what? Should we go ahead and just batch craft a ton of circuits? That's not a bad idea. Hmm. Okay, let me go ahead, make the motors, and do all of that just to clear out some inventory space, and we will figure it out after that. We're gonna do that. We need the magnetic iron rods, the normal iron rods, and tin cables. 3 electric motors. So we need an electric motor. I made too many steel rods. Some of those should have been steel plates. Oops. Ah well, we are definitely gonna use them, so no worries there. Just need a little bit more time. Okay, 3 steel plates, and that should be the fluid pump. Oh wait, sorry, those go there, those go there. Yay. Sorry, electric piston, not fluid pump. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this circuit board. And then I will consider going ahead and just maybe making a bunch of other circuits because we seem to need them a lot. Plus, I already know we're going to need them if we're going to be trying to automate anything. All right. Uh, robot arm. That's the 3 tin cables, the 2 motors, those and that. I am short a singular tin cable. Of course I am. Easy enough to fix. We needed those. Piston circuit. 2 motors. That went there. And then the steel rods. Yay! There's the robotic arm. This thing is so expensive for just a cover. So, all right, let's see. What can we actually use in the electrolyzer? Electrolyzer. Charcoal to carbon. Oh, really? Charcoal to carbon. Coke dust also to carbon dust. The charcoal dust will work because I want to see if this robotic arm is going to actually do its job here. So we're just going to grab like 6 of this. Nah, this doesn't work if I need to batch craft though, does it? No, it doesn't. Ah. Uh, okay. So here's a good question. Does the round robin work if it's getting individual inputs? That's something we actually really should check. That actually might make this a lot easier. So let's do 1, and it goes to that one. Okay. The next one went to the same one. The next one went to the same one. Did I? Nope. Is round robin with priority. Enhanced round robin, maybe? There's the first. Okay, there's the second. Love to see it. Third. Fourth. Okay, so we're gonna go fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It should be 7 and 7. It is 7 and 7. Let's go. Now let's just throw the entire thing in there. And we should get 32, 32. Okay, I think this is what we need. So if we run the conveyor on this, and then we simply parse out in, so, oh, what I'm thinking we can do is we could have 3 crates, right? 1 crate will go to the, will polarize, will go to the polarizer. The other 2 crates just go to the actual assembly machine. Gonna be a little bit more expensive, but I think that actually works. Okay, so we actually have a plan. Now let's see if it will actually work. So machines are going to need, uh, in order to build a motor, we're definitely going to need wire, right? So we're going to need to make wires. We're going to need to be able to put rubber on wires. We're going to need to be able to lathe out rods, and we're going to need to be able to polarize a rod. Finally, we need to actually be able to assemble the full motor. So I want to try and no, no, let's not do that. Okay. Let's see. So let's start with the easy ones. Wire mill. The wire mill is going to need 4 motors and 2 circuits. Okay. I think everything other than the polarizer is going to need, sorry if I can spell polarize, everything other than the basic polarizer is going to need 2 circuits, just up front. Let's see, the assembling machine. Yep, this is the only thing that might take more than 2, and that's only because of the robot arms. So, okay. So then how many machines do we need? Ignoring polarizer, we're going to need, actually I can just look here. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 if we count the actual assembler, which means we're going to need a set of 8 circuits, basically. Okay, I can do that. All right, so let's make 8 circuits then. that should just be 4 batches, thankfully. We are going to need some more resistors, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Resistor. Right, fine annealed copper, glue, and the carbon dust. Hey, already have that on us. So, yeah, let's go ahead, do 8. Then we can see, we have the glue. I thought I had made a bit more fine annealed copper wire, but I guess not. All right, let's go ahead. Here, you know what? Let's get just 12 annealed copper ingots. We're gonna need them. We are kind of out of redstone alloy, though, so we need more redstone. Woohoo, we are really out of redstone, actually. Uh, that's actually really not good. Do I have any over here, or am I just totally out? Nope, totally out. Alright, well, I guess I know where our miner is going to go next. Let's find some redstone. Redstone ore. Spawns in redstone veins. And it also comes with ruby and cinnabar. Alright, simple enough. Let's see. Actual redstone, or byproduct list, can be made from cinnabar, though. Let's see. More so just as a byproduct, though. And not a very common one at that. Eesh. Redstone ore, and then electrotine ore. Definitely don't have that. Okay, where's redstone? Redstone is up there. Aha, we have some right over there. So let's go grab our miner. Uh, let's actually put some of this up really quickly, just so I have some room. Oh, need to charge my wrench soon, actually. Ow. What am I doing? I have a jetpack. I should be using it. Okay, so let's grab y'all first. Actually, no. Grab the miner, grab the turbine, and grab the wire cutters. All right. I think I can get all this in one go. Yes, I can. Okay. So redstone is somewhere over there. So let's see. Redstone, redstone, redstone. All right. So this is this. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we need to set it up here. First, though, before we actually go through all the trouble of setting it up, let's make sure there's actually redstone here. Woo! Yeah, there's redstone here. Okay, that's good enough for me. So let's see. How did I have this set up? Uh, let's see. It deposited into the chest. Then energy acceptor here. Fluix cable to there. And just throw that in there. Huh. All right. And then 2 copper cables. onto the gas turbine. Then we should just need to go get the benzene, and we should be good. All right. I love this jetpack so much. Okay, so where's my barrel of benzene? Here we are. I guess I can throw the crowbar in here. Grab that, throw that in there. Okay. All right, and this should hopefully supply all of our redstone needs for quite some time. Okay, do we need any of this? Gypsum, crushed lazurite, copper? Not particularly. So, working. Working. I guess we just let this thing work. Not much else to do. So, I mean, fair enough. We'll grab the redstone later. Oop. For now, we're just going to assume that we have the redstone alloy, and we're going to grab the copper wiring that we're going to need. Oh, right, we're also going to need how many? Four? Yeah, 4 sets. So let's see, resistors are going to need, let's see, one of these becomes two, becomes eight. So that's, wait, no. So one of those becomes two for these, which means we're going to need to do four of them. Okay, math. Yes, I know that probably doesn't make a ton of sense. I'm doing half the math in my head and saying the other half. I don't know if that's good or bad. All right, then we'll grab the rest of you, and then those should hopefully be all we need for that. Go ahead and get those going. All right, and then we have the carbon, we have that. We should be good from there. Let's go ahead, grab our vacuum tubes. Let's see. Oh, may as well grab steel drum back out. And I guess the rest can just be left in there for now. All right, let's go check up on our redstone. Die. Oh, I love this sword. Nothing. I guess it just hasn't managed to get low enough yet. We're at Y40. Let's see, this spawns. Okay, so it should be sort of at that range now. Hopefully. Because we can't actually do anything until this thing actually hits redstone, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Uh, let's see. Well, that's done, so we can at least get these resistors cooking in the meantime. And that should be enough vacuum tubes and resistors for quite a while. Okay, so what else are we gonna need? Let's see. So the wire mill is going to need 4 motors. Uh, The polarizer is not going to require any motors, thankfully. Let's see. Yeah, 4 motors. The lathe is going to require an extra 2 motors. Okay. A 4 and 2, so that's 6. And then we're going to need the assembling machine, which is going to require another 2, 4, 6, 7 motors. So that's 13 motors. And then finally, I think I'm going to go with the packager that I completely forgot. Yep. All right. Ooh. Okay, so that's going to be another I think I missed those circuits. Yikes. But that's going to be another 3, 5 motors. That puts us up to 18 motors. Okay, 18 motors. Wow. Let's go ahead and get those, I guess. So, ooh, definitely gonna need more copper though. So let's see. If it's 2 copper per motor, we need 18. That means we need 36 copper. Woo! This is gonna be expensive. All right. So those will be cooking for at least a little while. All right. How much tin are we gonna need? We only need 1 tin ingot per, which means we should only need 18. Only 18. Okay. So then we're gonna need, let me think. For 2 motors, we need 3 iron, right? So for 18, we need to, but yeah, 3 ingots for 2 motors. So that should be 9 times 3. Yeah, 18 over 2 times 3. I'm doing that math right. That is 27 iron, I think. I hope I'm doing that math right. And yeah, they're all going to be lathed. Whew. Yeah, this is definitely the most ambitious project to date, hands down. I didn't realize how expensive it was going to be to automate these things. And that isn't even considering the power requirements. Ugh, it's fine. Everything will be fine. If absolutely nothing else, at least I'm gonna have the machines, right? All right, let's get this going. We're definitely gonna need more rubber though. Like we're not even close to enough right now. How much soldering alloy do we have? We have enough. Go ahead and throw all of these in there actually. Let's see. So that's all cooking. All right. So yeah, we'll just go and grab all of them. So for the polarizer, we should just need 18, I think. Please tell me we have the redstone. Yes, we do. Okay, thank you. Ow. Let's go ahead and I guess get this going because we desperately need it. Desperately need it. Let's take out a little bit of stone dust, I guess. Just try to clear out a little bit of room in here. Let's see, stone dust. Stone dust. Works for me. Alright, nice. Lathe is almost done. Polarizer. Polarizer's always really fast, so not a surprise that it's done. Okay. There. And now, the great rubberization. And we actually ran out of sulfur finally. Uh, let's go grab some more. Sulfur, sulfur, sulfur. Sulfur. Yeah, this should be enough. Alright. Hopefully this will end up being enough rubber. There's really no telling, but let's go ahead and I guess get a little bit more of this going. Alright, so that's all the copper wires. That's all of the iron rods, magnetic iron rods. Have additional copper wire there. And the tin cabling is coming along nicely. Okay. Next up, we need some redstone. Redstone. Nothing there. Not much of a surprise. Oh wow, no, it's actually full of iron and cal copyright. Yeah, I guess these were all full, weren't they? Let's move these for now. Uh, I really just need to go through and empty that chest. Except I do not have the room currently. Yeah, boy. I need to do something with all of this sodium. I have so much sodium dust. It's not even funny. Sodium sulfide. I could mix it with chlorine to get salts. Sodium, potassium. Like the only thing here would be if I could manage to get a bunch of chlorine, but there's no good way to do that other than getting rid of salts, which is kind of pointless. Chloroform, iron 3 chloride, sodalite dust, apatite. Oh, salt water gives us sodium hydroxide. Right, but I can't. Uh, I mean, I guess I could go through and make a bunch of the batteries, but I don't really have the battery alloy for that. Uh, okay, there's enough sodium here that I think it's worthwhile putting this in a barrel, just straight up. There is so much of it. I also really need to try to fix all of this. All right, I have so much bismuth. Let's see. There, 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 there. Oh wow, it almost fills it all up. Huh. All right. All right. So what can I use bismuth for? It's definitely going to be used for tools, right? Bismuth bronze can be turned into bismuth ingots. Can be turned into a liquid bismuth, of course. Let's see, the bismuth ingots are generally not helpful other than as a material. Let's see, anything else? Is the liquid useful? Not particularly. Okay, so I have no clue what I'm gonna do with you, basically. But that hopefully at least opens up enough room here for these to cook. Also get rid of the cal copyright for now. As we're doing okay on copper for the moment. But how much iron is stored there? Let's see, where's my output bus? Woo! Okay, let's remove the crushed iron ore, just for now. Again, we're doing fine on iron, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. Let's see. Tin cables ran out of rubber. Pretty much what I had figured. That's a crate. And we're out of rubber pulp again. But I already centrifuged some up. Hopefully this is enough rubber. Yeah, this is easily, definitely my most ambitious project. Hands down. I didn't think four machines were going to be this expensive though. I mean, come on. This is actually kind of ridiculous. All right, and rubber came in just in time. All right, and there are all of the tin cables. Now it's just a matter of, oh wait, no, we're actually good for the motors now. So tin cables, magnetic iron rods, or sorry, normal iron rods, magnetic iron rods, copper wires, and more copper wires. That did not evenly distribute. Not even close. What is going on? What are you doing? There. Okay, so I think I picked up a few too many copper wires. Okay, yeah, so I had four too many. I very well probably picked them up from just somewhere else. 18 LV electric motors. Wow. Okay, let's make this worth it. So, wire mill. We're gonna need, right, we still need the chips, tin cables, LV machine holes. How many of these holes are we going to need? We're going to need five, right? We need the wire mill, we need the lathe, we need the packager, we need the polarizer, we need the assembly machine. So five. Let's get those cooking. Speaking of cooking, I think I need to cook up some more steel. Yeah, I actually don't even have enough now. Wow. Yeah, definitely been burning through some steel lately. So let's get her cooking. Okay, thank you. I may as well just grab the copper out of here. Oh wow, that's a lot of random crushed things that I completely forgot were in there. All right. Let's see. Tin, nickel, beryllium. Okay. So that's all of that. Ow. Oh, this is all full of cobalt. Why is that full of cobalt? Okay. Well, that explains a lot. Alright, I guess we can put it all over in here. Fair enough. Bunch of random cobalt. Now, what can we use cobalt for? Used for HSSE, cobalt brass, and ultimate dust. The ingots. We can do cobalt wires. Ooh. So they have a max amperage of 2, but that's a 4 EU volt loss per meter. That's insanity. 210 wires are almost always going to be better than that. Wow. Let's see. They also can make item pipes. Right. This is what I've been using, right? Cobalt item pipes? Yes. Okay, so they're useful for item pipes, not for wiring. Wow. All right. I think we're gonna end up having enough steel here. We'll do that. We'll grab basically all the steel that I have left. Uh, and we're going to turn them all into plates. Go figure. You know what? Maybe we do need this iron, eh? Let's actually go ahead and get that turned into steel as well while I'm thinking about it. Okay. So, so that's another 2. We need another 3 steel, right? Yeah. Should not, hopefully, take too long. 25 seconds per each. So yeah, we're almost there. Iron production is coming along. Definitely waiting for the redstone to pop out though. And 10 more seconds and we'll have the last ingot of steel that we need. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hi Pola. Yeah, so I'm actually playing a mod pack known as GregTech Community Edition. Technically it's unofficial. It's the pack itself is sorry. The mod is GregTech Community Edition Unofficial. The pack itself is called GregTech Community Pack. Uh, and yeah, we're just doing GregTech. Uh, not really much else to say. So yeah. It's going fairly well, actually. I am working on my first like components my first components factory automation line, whatever you want to call it, because I desperately kind of really need one. We're gonna be or I'm trying to figure out how the automation is works with GregTech really. And in addition, I am Oh, wow. Did I seriously? Oh, wait, no. Yes, I did. I somehow completely miscounted that. Okay, so we need four more. That's fine. Uh, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the automation works now on something smaller, so that whenever we do get to something bigger, it'll be a little bit easier, hopefully. I have an idea of what I want to do, uh, but it is so expensive. It is kind of like absurdly expensive, actually. We just made 18 motors, and we're building five different machines for this assembly line. So, yeah, fun times. Sorry, that is a very ranty answer to your question. Okay, so we're also going to need more tin cables and wrought iron. I think I have the wrought iron though, so not too concerned about that. Definitely gonna need more rubber. We'll get some more of that going. That's fine. Wrought iron. How many? 32? So we're building five. We should only need 10. Not too bad. I probably should have grabbed the tin. That would have helped. Tin, 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 tin. Let's see. Five should be enough, at least for the casing. Those in there. And oh right. And then y'all to there. So grab a bit more steel, just to be on the safe side. And yeah. So out of curiosity, Pollock, have you ever played GregTech before? Or do you play Minecraft at all? I know I'm kind of just all over the place right now. Apologies for that. Yeah, that is definitely not going to be enough rubber. All right, so that's going to be those, that, and that. We'll give us that. Okay, so that actually should be. Ah, nice. Yeah, so this is on 1.12.2 as well, so same version as Nama Factory. Uh, Definitely heard great things about Nama Factory. Never really played it though. What age did you make it to? I've also played at least the beginning of New Horizons, but sort of like you, I never really made it far with that. This is definitely the best GregTech world that I have. Yeah, so that just needs cables. Ooh, we're gonna need more steel, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay. You know what? Let's just get the wire mill. First things first, let's just get what we can. Uh, okay. So there. So we're gonna need that. Here, actually, let me clean this up a little bit. And by clean it up, I mean throw it somewhere where I can deal with it later. Ah, that is totally fair. No, I totally understand that. I'm currently an MV myself, actually. So, though it is definitely daunting, but the quests actually do pretty well here. This is all solely focused on GregTech, thankfully. So that definitely does kind of help cut down the scope. And I mean, you see, I'm like maybe a third of the way through MV currently. And it's going well, all things considered. Oh, did not mean to do that. That's a crate. All right, this steel crate keeps messing me up. Okay, let's see. So we need a bit more tin. Go figure. Surely another 12 cables will do, right? Uh, all right, so that's that. And I think that should be enough for this. There, and there. 5 more LV machine hulls. Okay, with that out of the way, let's see. Let's go ahead, separate out what we need. So that's, and then the cables that are coming, that should be the end of that. Right. Let's put that in there, that in there, that's to, whoop, in there. Let's see, chests to there, and okay, where am I? And then that can go into in there. All right. Uh, I'll keep those on me because I know I'm about to need them. And those can go there. Do we have any steel left in here? Not really. All right. So let's see. That's plus these 10 cables should be everything we need for that. Right? Yeah. Hopefully that's enough rubber. Okay. So wire mill done with these two. Next up is the polarizer. We're gonna need a bunch of tin wires and some iron rods. That's gonna be 4 more tin and a piece of iron. Actually, we're just gonna do that, and I'll grab another 2 pieces of tin and iron, which I've already had. All things considered, it's not as far as MV goes, it's not too bad actually. It's just all right. Building circuits is so much easier in MV, it's not even funny. However, the amount of resources that go into just everything is painful. That's really, I think, where my pain is just the amount of resources, right? Like, for instance, if you want a pyrolysis oven, you need 16 copper nickel coil blocks. Each copper nickel coil requires a times 2 copper nickel and sorry, you have 8 times 2 copper nickel coil and 8 bronze foil. Each bronze foil is going to be 6 copper, or sorry, the 8, this is 6 copper, and over here, this is just this, from this, from this, from this, here, right? So this is another copper. I used, I think it was like a stack and a half of copper just for the copper nickel coils. It is absurd how much copper I have been through. That is easily the sort of bane of GregTech for me, at least at this stage. Okay, so now we have that, that, and these should hopefully be all we need for the machine hull. Right, so we need another 2, and we're definitely going to need more 10s still. Let's go with another 8. And I mean, yeah, you can just see I'm pouring resources into it right now. That's not going to be enough rubber. Let's get some more. I also really should learn to batch craft. Okay. So, anyway, that's that machine done. Next, we're gonna want all right. What machine next? Let's go with, so this was the polarizer, right? So let's go with the lathe next. Oh boy. So we're gonna need 310, a diamond, and this thing. All right, how many LV pistons are we gonna need? Let's figure that out. We need one for the lathe. Uh, we're gonna need a packager, which is gonna require another one. And then we're gonna need an assembler, which is going to require another one. I already have one robotic arm. So we need 3, right? Right. How's steel production looking? It is not. Great. Perfect. Did we run out of, how did we run out of steam? How? Hi. Like, is it? It can't be this. This isn't even running. Great. Great, great, great. Well, this is why we always keep extra charcoal. Disable you. Let's kickstart you. Let's see, you're doing fine. Yeah, currently idling as you should be. The wood stocks are fine. Let's wait for power to return. Okay. Let's see. Gonna have to time this a little closely, but we'll be okay. Uh, so each one of these is going to require 2 motors, steel, that, and that. Ah, speaking of which, luckily these are all on gas, so shouldn't be an issue there. I have a good bit of iron, but where's the redstone? Come on. All right, we're finally getting through into some redstone. This is the entire reason I needed it. Okay, we're fine. I guess these can't particularly work, can they? Oh, wait. Why are you idling? You don't take centrifuge redstone, do you? Redstone. Let's see. Nope. Uh-huh. Alright, I'll send them through the macerator in a second. Right now, though, definitely want to get this thing working again. Should have enough steam stored up. I hope. I really hope, because we're running low on charcoal. Okay, that's looking okay. Full there. This is pretty much all going to this. But I think we're okay. And charcoal production is back. Let's make sure it just actually got over here. Yes. Okay, so we don't need to run anything until charcoal stores are back. So I guess let's just go ahead and craft some of these to pass the time. No, still need circuits. Right. Uh, Unfortunately, that requires steam. So instead, let's check on the mine. Let's see. Benzene is doing fine. Oh yeah, we have redstone for days now. Probably only a few days, but still. Okay, so I guess we could go ahead and get some more oil. Not that we really need it, but why not? Oh wait, right. Did I? Yeah, no, I took all the steam production off of that, off the rig. Never mind. Let's see. I never know what to do whenever power runs out. I really love steam power, but gas is so nice. It's not even funny. Given the efficiency of making the various fuels, I am definitely tempted to just go straight oil, but for now I want to hold off on it, at least until it is more renewable. All right, let's double check. Charcoal. Oh, okay. About to be excited. Did we actually fill it? How close are we? All right, we're at half a stack. Uh, all right, let's see. 16, that's going to be 2 sets. All right, I think we can probably run this for 2 sets. Surely. Just need to be kind of careful here. All right. So, in the meantime, let's figure out where we actually want to put it. I'm kind of thinking like maybe right here, but I'm not entirely sure. I could go ahead and just build another I could just build another floor onto this, but huh. All right, I think for now I'm just gonna go put it over in that corner, mostly because that's just my testing area, and this is really all just a giant test. Uh, yeah, let's get all those going. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, running out of power is never fun. All right, 16 redstone. So that's enough for at least a little bit more redstone alloy. Also say goodbye to a bunch more steam. And let's see. That's 6. Here, let's go ahead and do one more. And there. Okay, so I think that should be enough. Because we only needed 4, because we're only building 4 sets of circuits. For now. I'm sure I've miscounted, but 4 sets is all we need at the moment. Which means circuit assembler, go! Guess we can go ahead and put up some of these, right? We should only need 6 of each. And in you go. And with circuits, we also now can actually start making some of the various machines. Oop. Huh. Oh, right. Right. There. And then these all need to be changed around. So there's the polarizer. And then here is the wire mill. Okay, let's see. Next up, then, let's go for the lathe, which requires the piston and the diamond. Uh, Diamond. Do we have a diamond? Yes, we do. All right, so diamond, circuits. See, we're gonna need one for the piston, one for the other. Uh, we are out of steel, though. We are absolutely out of steel. Right, that doesn't work. So we are gonna need another small gear. We have the steel rods. We're gonna need then 2 tin cables and 3 steel plates. I am short a singular steel. Come on. Ah, well. Charcoal is still not up yet. Slightly concerning. As is that. Let's see. Steam supplies are looking okay. That's all looking okay. Where's the charcoal? Why are you not running? Why are you not running? Hmm? Sorry, what? These things work in the rain, right? Yeah, I've never had an issue there. Muffler hatch is not an issue. Maintenance is okay. Oh, you're full on wood tar. Oh. Temporary solution, but it'll work for now. That's also very concerning. We need to get rid of this wood tar and quick. Wow. Okay. Okay, but luckily we have enough steam left over in the tank to get a bit more charcoal going. Hey, potato. Where are you all coming from? Come on. Thought I lit up my base pretty well. Apparently not. All right. That was definitely a temporary solution for the wood tar, though. We need to be using more benzene. I need to get rid of this. I don't know how. Uh, okay. For now, let's just get you doing this, I guess. Might as well. It'll at least use up a good chunk of the wood tar. Um, this is definitely a risk. Nope. Oh, get back. Ouch. That hurt. Uh, uh, yep. There we go. Come on. Stop it. Just stop it. All right. All right. So here's wood tar line. Wait. Yeah, wood tar. Let's go ahead. Do this. Do this. Just go ahead and begin draining the wood tar as I have opportunity. That might be a while. Yeah, for now, I think just trying to collect a bunch of benzene is the best thing that we can do. Uh, let's see. Charcoal is shakily okay. Okay. I need just like one more piece of steel. Definitely risking a lot here, but one more piece, and we should be okay. I really do need to go through though and just make a bunch of gas turbines. because this benzene is absolutely the way to go currently. Okay, so this should be all we need, I think, at least for now. Okay, do I have, yes, I do. Those go there, 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 and there. I know I didn't really use what I needed to, but oh well. Okay, so then we just need circuits, diamond, and those. And we are one tin cable short, which is why we made those. Speaking of, hey, all right. So now we need pin cables there, there, there. We need motor there. Need piston there, I think. Diamond, no, we needed that there, and that goes there. All right, I was close. So that's now the polarizer, wire mill, and lathe. That's all the cheap stuff. Next up, the packager. Thing is going to take two circuits and an arm. Now, I already have an arm. I think it makes sense to just go ahead and use it. Also going to need the conveyor belt, which is going to require 6 rubber. Shouldn't be too bad. 2 chests. I should already have. Let's see. Yep. So there's 2 chests. Oh, I only have 4 rubber sheets currently, though. So make that 5. Are you serious? I am so close. Ah, well, I'm gonna need more regardless. So, plates. On that note, let's just get some more going. No clue how I'm gonna transport it since my steel drum is now full of benzene. Benzene, but you know, it's there. All right. Ba. Ow. Why did I do that? I'm really tempted to just remove the chlorine, but not a good idea. We have so much of this wood tar, but no. No. This is painful, but we're going to fill this up as much as we can. Uh, no, I need every little bit I can get. Instead, let's see if we can't just burn through a bunch more. Keep the benzene coming. I can at least go ahead and go fill up this. Yep, there we go. I used about half of it. Keep the benzene coming. Keep the wood tar going. Yes, that's it. Okay. I also need to get some more food. now, actually throw this in here. I'm just gonna do all of them because we're gonna need a bunch more as it is. That's not gonna be enough already, so yeah. But it's enough for now. Those, tin cable, and you. Wait, so we needed one for this, and then we're gonna need another two for the assembler. So let's get another two going. See, so we have one. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the ones that we have here. Means we just need another six. Works for Moy. Where is steel drum? Oh, I'm out of sulfur too. Okay, and that should be enough of those. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the rest of this little bit of sulfur that I have. Put that there. Okay, so two more conveyor modules coming right up. Not counting the ones I'm gonna have to make for actual covers, of course. All right, and then there's the robotic arm. May as well go ahead and grab that circuit out. Speaking of, wait, where did my other circuits go? Oh, there they are. Okay, I was about to be very concerned. Yeah, I'm gonna need one more set of circuits though, because I can't count. All right, wait, no, that goes there, that goes there. And then just up there? Yes, packager. Okay, I actually don't think I've made a packager yet, so sifter, packager. Okay, probably could use one of these things for myself, but it's fine for now. So that just means we need the two extra robotic arms for the assembler. And oh no, it's one of those and an LV emitter. Okay, so no, I can do this then. No, those are medium tier circuits. I forgot. No, this is circuit assembler. Yeah, that's a circuit assembler. Okay. I need an assembling machine. Assembling machine. Okay. This does require the two robot arms though. Still, I should have everything else. So just one more circuit. Let's see, there's the vacuum tubes, there's the resistors. We have a singular red alloy left. Works for me. Oh, are we? Okay, we're still running. All right, we do have the stack of charcoal, so I think we're almost back to normal, to normality. Whoop, I'll take that, thank you. The benzene, here you are. There, glue, and here we go. that should be the actual circuit necessary, or for the base of the board. All right. Circuits are actually almost fun to craft now, thanks to this thing. Getting multiple out of it is such a massive increase. Less resources for more of them. Ah, just so great. All right. Let's hope our charcoal supplies and steam supplies can sustain this for at least a little while. So, robot arm, have those. I'm gonna need 2 steel for that. Then we're gonna need another 2 steel plus another 4 steel. So that's 2, 2, 4, so that's 8 plus another 6. So we need 14 pieces of steel. It's not gonna hurt to have a little bit more. I hope. I really kind of want to put this thing on benzene, I have to say. Steam turbine is good, don't get me wrong, but ugh. Yeah, even with the best. Okay, to be fair, part of it is because it's the one boiler trying to manage literally everything. It's less that it can't keep up, and more that there's just not enough pipes, like with divided areas. So, yeah, I really need to fix that. I really probably just need to go through, gut the entirety of my piping system and relay out everything because it's all kind of just a giant mess currently. But all right, so we are so close. Let's go ahead and begin figuring out where everything's gonna go. Uh, no, save crates if at all possible. And instead, let's assume that we're gonna have a hopper because I really need to do something with these. So this is gonna be motor creation, right? So we're gonna have this. Yeah, so we're gonna have hopper lead into that. Not there, there. So yeah, all right, so hopper leads into that. It almost looks like it fits. Uh, so let's see. What all is gonna need to be connected here? Ignoring the fact that, we're gonna need filters and all of that. I'll figure that all out in a bit. I need wire mill. We're going to need not the polarizer. I need the lathe for sure. The packager. Okay. And then the polarizer is going to be separate. Right. Because I need other things. Specifically, gonna have a crate here. And from the lathe, we're going to round robin to other crates. Actually, as much as I want it there, I think it makes a lot more sense to have this here. Let's put this here. And then, so yeah, and then the crates will fall down. Okay, yeah. So we'll have crates there and there. Let's see. Output goes to the top for all of these. And then we're gonna have, all right, so we are gonna need more tin pipes. That's totally fine. Tin or cobalt or whatever. Cobalt actually might make more sense just because of the absolutely absurd amount of it that I have. I mean, I need to use it for something. Come on. Yeah, let's just get another stack of it smelting. It's gonna use up some steam, but I think we're in an okay position out with steam as it stands currently. I hope. This is definitely the concerning. That's definitely concerning me. But as it stands, we seem to be okay. Hey, and that's all of the steel that I needed. Let's grab all of this. There we go. So alloy smelter. Nope. We need this. So we're gonna need another 2 gears. Then we're gonna need another. Oh wait, no. We already have 4. Probably am gonna need that regardless, but still. 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait, yeah, so we have 2, 4. Nope, I do need one more. Okay. And there's the last 2. All right. I actually got my math right for once. I think. So there. Oh, I made one too many small gears. Oops. It's fine. And I'm also short 210 cables. Go figure. No tin on me. So let's get these turned into cables. We're gonna need more. Rubber seems to be okay at least. Uh, see. Okay, we're just out of iron. I was about to be worried. Uh, where's my wrench? Here. Charcoal? Charcoal stores are looking fine. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a stack of charcoal, or just under a stack, to replenish stores. Okay. Yeah, always keep a little bit of whatever you're using to power your base handy, just in case if things decide to fail. All right, and with this, that should be the robotic arms, and I think everything we need for the actual assembler. Let's go. Actually, while that's finishing, let me grab the cobalts. All right. That should be plenty. Alright, 10 cables. Now those go there, to there, there, and there. Okay, I'm just double checking here. Okay, so there, there. What was it? Those, and that. No, wait. Oh, nope. I'm still short 10 cables. Ah, go figure. Okay, so let's see. Centrifuge, we're good there. Oh, cobalt should be done. Let's turn these into some item pipes. Wait, what am I doing? There we go. Definitely concerned about how much energy I have left on the wrench, but we're good for now. And run back over here. Definitely not efficient, but oh well. And let's actually have this sort of main line be cobalt, just because why not? Okay, so there's that. See, 10 to 2 there, do that. Okay, and then 10 go on to here. All right, easy enough. Those will connect on to there. See, so 10 item pipe to there. That going there. Makes sense. And then we just need to figure out how to get into there. There. Okay. That should connect all of them to here. Then means, hopefully, we just need to put it all into the assembly machine. My bad. Hopefully I've done everything right. No, I haven't. I just thought of what I didn't do right. Of course. All right. I'm going to borrow a battery, and we're just going to try and charge a little bit of my tools while I gather some food. There we go. Yep. Okay. Thank you. I really do need to get myself another personal battery because I'm pretty sure I accidentally crafted my old one into something or another. Yeah. Okay, so the packager here. No. Packager needs to go after the wire mill, which kind of makes this entire setup like completely pointless. All right, let's try this again, shall we? I'll just throw that in there. Okay, so we have here, I'll use this for kind of the main line, right? So we know that there is going to be a wire mill, right? There has to be a wire mill. Likewise, the lathe. These are the two sort of basics. It's going to give us those, and it's going to give us that. Okay, makes sense. Actually, you know what? If we're using item filters, huh? All right, now we have a, so the wire mill, the lathe. So we're going to have a packager and a polarizer. And I forgot to craft the thing. Of course I did. Okay, let's actually get this thing crafted, shall we? There, the pistons. Wait, right. So we needed that. Then we needed what was it? Two motors, the two electronic circuits. We needed those two, and wait. Oh wait. Yep, there. All right, two more LV robotic arms. So now the robotic arms, the conveyors, LV machine hull, two circuits, two cables. Basic assembling machine number two. Whew. That's gonna be outputs are gonna go there. Uh, let's actually swap these around. Packager, polarizer. All right. You know what? We're gonna just ignore the 10. Sorry, 10. And then we can do this. Hook those into that. And then we can end with the basic assembling machine here. Connected like so. Okay. So we're going to basically run the cabling back here. Uh, and theoretically, we should just be able to drop everything in here. And then once we put on the filters and whatnot, we should go to wire mill, go to lathe. That should give us the copper wires, the tin wires, as well as the iron rods. The the tin wires will go to the packager. The which I am going to need to actually stock with rubber now that I think about it. Polarizer will accept that. And then we have two steel crates. One here, and we'll have another one there. Both of which will basically accept in two of the iron rods. And yeah, all that then goes to the assembler and assembling machine. And I think we have ourselves an actual automated setup. And pretty compact too. If this thing can actually make LV motors, that will be so cool. That would be all right, all right, all right. Come on. Let's figure this out. So we need a bit more steel. Let's go ahead and actually get that running. We ought to have plenty of steam. Yes. So let's just get that going. Uh, so that should give me plenty of steel for another steel crate. What else do we need? Item filters. Yes. So we're going to need, let's see, one, two, three, four. I think we can do it with four. I'm going to try to do it with four. Now, everything ought to be auto eject, so I don't think I'm going to need any conveyors at least. No, I am going to need two conveyors for the crates. Maybe we can get around that using some clever hopper tree. Okay, for now, let's just get the crates. Yeah, and then I'm gonna see if I can't maybe set up the hoppers that I have and that I'm really just trying to figure out a good use for at the moment. Maybe that will be what I need. Here's the question. If I do this, steel crates. Okay, love to see it. So because that works, thank you, we can now do this. Sorry, not the drum. Hey, that works at least. So that's something. There, steel crate there, item pipe there, there. Whoop. And there. Nope. There. There. Okay. Just need one more crate. Oh, we are so close. In the meantime, I'm also going to go ahead and I guess grab the rubber. Let me think. So we just need, so if we're making 10 cables, the packager can technically package a sheet onto it. And 7 EU a tick. Okay. I'll eventually probably be switching that over to an assembling machine, but for now, I think we're okay. Uh, let's see. Okay, yeah. So we need rubber. Right, I'm just going to take all of this rubber. I'm gonna turn all of that into rubber sheets. So we have 8. I think that's actually enough, right? So that should be those. Then we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we need 4 long rods for a steel crate, right? Steel crate. Yes, which means we need another 2 in the lathe. Alright. That should be that. Oh, and then we're gonna need that. Alright. We can do that. Throw that in there, that in there. And just another couple of seconds. Nice. So let's see, we're also going to need a couple of item filters. That's just zinc and steel. Go figure. Go figure is more steel, eh? All right. Zinc. How much of that do we have? Zinc, not a lot, I have to say. Uh, Luckily, I do already have some item filters. Okay, steel is here. All right, and then we're just gonna do this, I guess. Item filter. Yeah, no way to reduce that, unfortunately. RIP. Okay, that's one item filter, and that is two item filters. Need to quickly craft them up. And there we go. Now we just have to hope that this is actually going to be enough. All right. So, see, things are going to go into here. Basic wire mill. Oh, does this auto output? Oh, yeah, right there. Okay, so yeah, we're going to auto output. All right. I'm not going to take any risks. Putting item filter there, item filter there. So this one should take copper ingots and tin ingots. Tin. Okay. All right. There, there, there. All right, now, so that auto outputs. No, did not mean to do that. Crowbar. And this is why you always keep a crowbar handy. All right. Auto output with the lathe as well. Oh no, I am gonna need at least one conveyor though, in order to set the lathe up to round robin. Yeah. Do we have any conveyors left? Please tell me we have one. Yes, we have one. Okay, that's all I need. Let's see. 9 rubber sheets. All right. It's enough for testing purposes. Packager. There. Okay, so I'll eventually probably have some way to automate the rubber, but this is fine for now. Okay. Lathe conveyor module. Oh wait, does it have to be there? Because I want this thing on. There we go. Okay, that was a little weird. Exports. We have to put in an item filter, don't we? Wait, maybe not. Filtered, unfiltered. How did we set up round robin before? Was that a robotic arm? Huh. Was it maybe on one of you? There it is. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, okay, that's fine. We can absolutely still make this work. Uh, there, packager, polarizer. So all that means is we're going to need to do a little bit of maneuvering. Oh, that's interesting. What does that do? Does that make it one way? Hold up. What does that do? What is that? Tips and tricks. Also set shift right click to rotate. Huh. What is that? Okay, I have no clue what that is. Definitely going to be testing that out later. Uh, we can probably just directly put this in, can't? Excuse me. Can't we? Yep. Okay. Packager, auto output, polarizer, auto output. Then we don't need this here. Instead, we need it here. Okay, I'm going to do this just because I think it's going to make the logic work a little bit better. Maybe it wouldn't make a difference, but I don't want to risk anything. So, let's see, conveyor module. It should be basically here. And I want to export round robin. So one should go to polarizer, one should go up, one should go up. I really hope that's what happens, because it's going to be weird if it doesn't. So now I just need to apply the filters onto here. Yes. Ooh, am I gonna need filters for that? That's the question. Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, right, let's actually take out you for just a second. Filter onto there, which will take in 10 wires. Inserting as a whitelist. Okay. There. Can we do this? Please tell me we can do this. Wait. Where is this? Okay. Actually, no, I'm not going to risk it. There. Throw you on. There. And this is only going to take iron rods. Okay. Then we can do that. Iron rods get distributed out. I need one more. I do need one more. Uh, because this has to connect here so that the copper can go in. Yep. Okay. But I do think that's going to be it. I'll probably grab a bunch of batteries to power it just for now. Oh, we are so close. I feel like I I've already said that a bunch though. Where's zinc? Definitely need to get some more zinc soon as well. There, see. There's the steel plate we needed. And there are the zinc foils. Okay. Zinc foil, steel plate, item filter. Last one. Here, let's go ahead and actually grab a bunch of things, right? So theoretically, we should be able to throw in 2 copper, 1 tin, and then I guess 2 iron? No, let's throw in a full set. It's gonna be that, and I'm gonna need a little bit more rubber. Yeah, that's fine though. Uh, so let's grab the drum. Yeah, so we're just gonna need another 3 of these for 12. Okay, so that's all of those. That's the tin. That's that. That's that. Okay, I think that's it. All right. So item filter. And go here, really. So here, uh, extracts, and we want to extract copper wires. Oh, this one is also on export. Wait, export. Sorry, that's a conveyor, that's why. Here we are. Filter extracts. Okay, one last run through of the logic. So we throw everything into the hopper. So the tin. Oh wait, I didn't set up these item filters. Wait, yes, I did. I didn't set up this one though. I guess technically I might not need this one, but I'd much rather be safe than sorry here. So we need the copper and tin to that one. We need the iron ingots to this one. Insert, insert, and both are whitelisted. Okay. So that should be all of those, which will then be turned into wires and into the iron rods, which then goes to the packager. Tin wires go to packager. Copper wires go to, yeah, so copper wires go on through while the iron rods get round robined into 3 different areas. The polarizer, which then will just send it on to there, or they bypass. Okay, I guess technically I didn't need the steel crates actually. I probably could have just used the pipes directly into the hoppers. Oops. It's fine. I'm sure it's a-okay. Polarizer is set to auto outputs. Auto auto output, auto output, auto output. I feel like I'm missing something here, but I think we're just going to give it a shot. So, ow, ow. Why do I keep doing that? So I'm just going to grab a bunch of batteries for testing here. All right, you know what? I'm going to trust the setup. We're going to power everything. And then we're going to cross our fingers and hope that it works. Make sure everything actually gets fully powered up before I do anything. Hmm? I need to disable discharge? No? You're just going to sit there. Okay. Hopefully this works. Okay, those are all working. All right, it's doing something. All right, I saw two polarized things. Nope, just polarized three different things. That's not good. And somehow all of them. Wait, what? Okay. That did not work. That did not work in the slightest. Okay, well, hmm. So the 10 cables went through fine. They just went into there for some reason. Can I do this? No. Okay, that's interesting. I'm guessing I can't. Yeah, they're not like barrels or drums, unfortunately. Uh, maybe that is okay. Let's do some really quick testing here. Uh, if I do this, does that lock this? Okay. Oh wait, item filters. Yeah, no, that would also do it. Uh, uh, okay. So what if ah, how do I fix this? Hmm. So all the copper wires went into there, but they were made. The packager worked fine, actually. Um, Overall, it wasn't a total disaster, I suppose. Okay, I just need to see. If I do that, throw in that, do we get? Yes, we do. Okay. What happens if I do this? Then. All right, so I have no clue what it does. Wait, maybe it needs to be on this side? Try one more time. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it has to be on the side that you don't want entering. Got it. So okay, so this basically turns this into a diode. Makes sense. Sort of. Uh ba-ba. Let's go ahead and actually take that out. Now, how do we use that though? Okay, so what we might can do is do this or that. Instead, have something more like this, where we say, okay, there we go. So now things won't be just backlogging. That works for me. Then we can do that, that. All right, let's make sure things don't just accidentally backlog here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just go ahead and take out all of this. Thank you. And where's my drill? Where's my drill? Okay, so we can do this, do that. Okay, so there, no backlog in this direction, just to be safe. Now we can. How do I want to do this? Huh. Okay, wait. So I could maybe do instead something more like this, which I know kind of feels weird, but there, there. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Let's just give it a try. Yes. Okay, so it does pass through. That's good. That's really good. Uh, so those pass through. Then we're gonna have one more here, right? Yeah. So we also are going to want this here, putting on an item filter for what? For iron rods. Oh wait, and then we also need this to be round robin. And that's, we'll go there, there, there. Okay. Then this should be the final thing. That's taking in 10 wire. Oh, right. And then we need a pass through for the copper wire, right? Yeah. So pass through for copper wire will be here. Or yeah. So we'll put the pass through here. Copper wire. Filter extracts. That will then go there. So see, no backlog there. Should not be able to backlog there. Should not be able to backlog there. Can't get any backlog there. That is a one-way ticket, so no backlog there. Whew, okay, I think that's it. Let's give it a test. Just need to grab some more tin, some more iron, and let's see if take two works. Wait, I already have iron. Just grab some more tin. Yeah, definitely, need to get some more tin going relatively soon. So we're gonna need 2 tin. But yeah, 4 copper, 3 iron. Okay. Yep. Okay, okay. No, no, no. That's not good. Oh wait, no, that is good. Right, I'm doing 2 sets. No! Ah, we were so close. Except for the fact that I think we're missing some copper wires. Huh? Wait. How did the copper wires get... Right. Well, if we fix that, we do have a bit of an issue with the polarizer, it seems. Seems to be prioritizing that, even though we're on round robin. Oh, wait, because it's only seeing 2, I'm guessing? Hmm. Okay, so we might can fix that by doing this. Then there, there. Oop, let's grab this. And let's put it one lower, I'm thinking. Right? As if we put this here, then hopefully it sees 1, 2, 3 then. Alright. Iron rod. Not there. Has to look good. Alright, round robin. Uh, okay. Alright, that's looking better, I think. Well, it's not looking better, to be fair. But it's looking more like it might actually work. Then the only issue is going to be the polarizer here. Um, and I'm thinking the best solution for that is just to put this over here instead. Okay, so we can do this. I'm sure I can make this smaller at some point, but for now I just want to figure out how this automation thing works. All right, yeah, we are definitely out of tin though. Let's see, so we needed how much? We need 2 tin. I'm also gonna have so many magnetic iron rods. Okay, so let's see, we needed 2 tin, 3 copper, no sorry, 4 copper, and the iron. Let's take, where is my cassiterite? Silver. Here we are, cassiterite. Let's just get a little bit of this going. Well, we're doing other things. We have so much redstone. Okay, I might have made a little bit too much redstone. Nah, there's no such thing. But, alright. How are we doing on... Okay, we still have 4. Let's try it one more time. Okay. Polarizer, packager. No! Too many iron rods. Why are they all going there? Did I not set you up for round robin? What is going on? The round robin does not work. Wait, what? Why are the copper wires there? So wrong side. Ah, great. That's not what this does, apparently. Um, great. All right. Well, I was hoping to finish this stream, but clearly that's not gonna happen. We are so close, though. But I do think I'm gonna be calling stream here. Thank you all so much for joining. I really want to figure this out. Probably gonna do a stream tomorrow just to try and figure this thing out because we are so close. I need to figure out how to distribute the iron rods evenly. We can do that, and I guess I make some more item filters just to prevent backlog. Then we have it. But anyway, yeah, thank you all so much for joining again. And uh, till next time, take care. And till then, or I guess when then, whatever. Yeah, see y'all.